So he's like the Avatar. Spyro's Avatar. The Last Airbender. Like...
Water.
Generic intro and theduckgoesmoo. We're here back with some more Death Battle reactions. Today we have Crash versus Spyro, which are two people I'm not very familiar with whatsoever. You want to check my reaction to the last Death Battle, which was Raven versus Twilight Sparkle. I'll leave right there. Also, link down below in the description. Also, be a playlist on my channel with all of my other Death Battle reactions. Go in a chronological order if you want to check those out. My current record is 38 and 26. I've gotten the last 2 in a row right, I believe, because before that was Black Panther versus Batman. I got that one right as well. That was also the season 5 opener, I think it was. I don't really know. I played Crash Bandicoot for the very first time about 3 weeks ago. I played like 2 or 3 missions, or it was like a head-to-head thing with one of my friends who had a PlayStation. That's actually the first time I ever used a DualShock controller, so that was really interesting. So that was my experience with Crash. Spyro, absolutely no idea. So I'm going into this almost completely blind, and you all seem to really enjoy that. And I hope that you're subscribed so you don't miss future videos. And also, shout out to the patrons down below. They get these videos a day early. 11/10, I have a paywall on the channel. This duck is going to be given away today to one of my insane patrons. I'm giving one of these away every single month in 2021. So if you can check that out, you can check out my Patreon and support the channel there. It goes a long, long way to helping out the channel. But I hope I make your day better. Hopefully I make you smile. Definitely leave some comments down below because I love reading them. But let's go ahead and jump into Crash versus Spyro, because I'm going to learn a lot in this one. Alright, so I've skipped the intro. I talked a little bit about my backstory of what I know about these two characters. I played Crash like for the very first time like 2 or 3 weeks ago and barely did anything. Spyro, no idea.
One of the biggest
also, how you can get us signed up.
Had ever seen. The Console Wars.
Nintendo and Sega's mascots were locked in a merciless duel over the gaming throne.
But when the smoke cleared, a surprise third challenger was rising to the top.
The Sony PlayStation. And it didn't have just one mascot.
That is
it
Crash.
had 2.
Crash Bandicoot, the mutated marsupial
I had like
from
never
down
even
under.
heard of Spyro
And Spyro
until
the Dragon, the powerful purple hero of the Dragon realm.
Cell versus?
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
That's
And
terrifying.
it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Yeah, this one should be real interesting. My last one was Raven versus Twilight Sparkle.
I
That was
admire another
interesting.
brilliant doctor of science as much as the next guy, especially those with grand plans to
rat.
take over the world. But I'm not sure Dr.
That-
Neo Cortex makes the cut.
Why
Who's
not?
he?
He's an evil
He looks
genius
so
who made a
evil.
mutant Aussie army of animals to take over the world.
Sure, but
As
when it
one
came time to
casually
assign
does.
a general for this army, Cortex chose, of all things, a bandicoot.
A
What's a bandicoot?
You're making that up.
It's a real animal. Look.
Wait, is it really?
It's kinda cute.
It's kind of cute.
How's that
Kinda
little thing
cute.
gonna take over the world?
I didn't know they were a real thing.
Ray, Cortex did successfully
Why is he
mutate it
in
into a
on
powerful
this?
beast. However, when he tried to brainwash the creature, he utterly failed to create his fearsome general.
What?
Instead, he
What
got
did he create?
Crash Bandicoot.
So Cortex
Which is
threw him out like
5
trash,
foot.
and
That's a
Crash
big
became his
animal.
worst nemesis ever.
Australia,
Which
oh
is
no.
super embarrassing, because this Crash is a few snags
Active.
short of a Barbie. But his physical abilities make up for it. He's got parkour skills like nobody's business.
Which is
Okay,
appropriate
parkour
as
skills don't
bandicoots
win
are
fights, though.
excellent jumpers, similar to their marsupial cousin, the kangaroo.
He's got
Oh.
superhuman strength and can take a big hit and just keep on going, like an Energizer bunny of pain.
Crash
I
can
did
double
not
jump
know
in
bandicoots
midair,
were a real
slide
thing.
incredible distances, and use Crash Dash to boost his speed.
He's
Crash
also
Dash?
tapped into Mojo, a magic substance that's
Essence of
basically
life
life
itself.
energy to
No,
enhance
contain
his
that.
battle techniques. He's got his Norris roundhouse.
Of course he
and
has a
triple
power-up for
dragon,
Dragon Ball
but
Z
his
in this.
favorite move is the cyclone spin.
He can even give this move a boost for
Oh,
the
that was that
death
button that I
tornado
pressed.
technique.
Like I said, I played the game like 3 weeks ago.
Still, these brutal moves proved incredibly useful for rescuing his fellow mutant bandicoot girlfriend, Tawna.
Wait,
Oh,
there's a
why does she
bandicoot
look
girlfriend?
like that?
What?
She's like really hot, but
Kinda like-
also not at the same time. I'm really confused.
Whatever the bunny is from.
While Crash's natural abilities were
what is
enough
her
to
name?
save her, his future battles with Cortex would require more
From, like, Space Jam.
sophisticated tools.
Yeah, like the rad copter pack. He's even got himself the unicorn of motorsports, the
What?
space motorcycle. What I
Why?
would give for one of those.
To increase his firepower, he carries
mean,
a
that's
special
awesome.
bazooka that uses a naturally occurring and easily attainable form of ammunition.
Which
Wamba
is
fruits.
The same
Wamba
kind of fruit
fruits?
shooter that's on his power loader suit from Alien.
Power loader?
I mean, this
That's a
completely
character in
generic
My
looking
Hero.
mech.
But why fruit? I can't
Dude,
imagine
apples?
it's a particularly effective projectile.
I don't know, Wiz. Remember that time I
World
shot you
hunger?
with my potato gun? You
That's
were
a big
stuck
potato
in a
gun.
coma for like a month.
Wait, what? You told me I lost that month because my time travel wristwatch finally worked.
Yeah, well,
that's
Crash
dangerous.
getting all this cool tech. He can't be building it all himself. He's
Yeah.
pretty dumb.
They're all
Is
thanks
he
to his
1
kid
plus 1
sister,
equals 3?
Coco, who's 10 times the inventor Cortex is. But Crash isn't really dumb.
What is
just
he
lacks
tripping on?
communication skills. He actually shows many symptoms of autism. Some people with
Oh,
autism, known as
okay.
savants, are extraordinarily gifted in particular skill sets, and I think that describes Crash perfectly. While he may not
Okay.
know how to hold a conversation,
functioning,
he is
yeah.
a superb athlete and puzzle solver.
Well, I'm sure it helps that he's surrounded by
Who's
friends
the big
who
guy?
encourage his better traits.
Who's a big red guy?
Hey, that was a good one.
Like
Just
Aku
laughs.
his magical mask foster dad, who's basically a god. Lucky bastard.
That's
Aku Aku's
terrifying.
magical mojo
Shouldn't
prowess
you be
is
encouraged,
quite
Cowardly
impressive.
Dog?
He's very protective of Crash and will often
Alex
step in
is nothing
when
like
Crash is
that.
in trouble, but not always.
Why can he teleport across dimensions on his own, but can't
He's a
teleport
fluke.
Crash very far at all?
This is as far as I can take us. We'll have to fight
Why?
our way to the robot's interior and save your sister.
Well,
Who's the
perhaps
voice
his
actor?
fatherly intuition is kicking in, encouraging Crash to learn from his own mistakes and become his own man, or Bandicoot.
Bandicoot
maybe he's just being
thing,
a dick.
5-foot Bandicoot.
Well, thanks to Aku Aku and his own amazing abilities,
Titans,
Crash
they're
has
made of
performed
mojo.
some
Cannot
incredible
jack.
feats while stopping Cortex's plans time and time again.
He's strong enough to lift his adopted brother Crunch.
25
over his
mile an hour
head.
bear. Bears
Since
run
Crunch
faster
is
than
at
that.
least twice as big as
10
Crash.
boulder.
That would mean Crash's strength is
Hey.
similar to the world's best powerlifters.
His cyclone
Survives
attack can
atmospheric
generate enough
re-entry.
force to lift this large boulder and throw it so hard it shatters on impact. Comparing its size
Jesus.
to Crash, that boulder must weigh nearly 8 tons.
He's
my
also
God.
fast enough to outrun
That's 16,000
polar bears,
pounds.
which can move up to 25 miles per hour.
Oh,
But
polar
Crash
bear, okay.
really shines when it comes
It's
to
a bear. Bear's
durability.
faster.
Just look at how well he holds up after taking 112 falling wooden crates to the face.
Wait, is that like the limit?
Huh. Where did they
Why
all
is this a
come
thing?
I bet it's Aku Aku's fault. And he's right back up like it didn't even happen.
Why is it
What
only
a
112?
Crash has endured an explosion of 23 crates of TNT all at once.
That's a lot.
Which, given their size, could
They'll
potentially
send you back in
level
time.
a city block. And with the help of Aku Aku, he
It's
even survived
flung.
a crash landing from outer space.
What the heck is up with his hair?
Oh, that's
This
the
vessel
atmospheric
was likely
re-entry.
falling at 17,500 miles per hour, similar to the
that's it?
space shuttle's typical re-entry, which means the force of its collision would be equivalent
So-
to more than 2 million tons of TNT.
Oh, he
Wait,
crashed.
Why didn't Aku Aku just teleport them to safety?
Not
I
intended.
can't believe we're okay.
Oh, are you kidding
your
me,
question.
Aku? You know what you did or didn't do. But
Who
what's
is the big
saying?
red
Any
guy with the
crash
arm?
You can walk away from, right? Plus, given how easy it is for
That's a shoe.
Crash's enemies to lure him into traps, his absurd durability is crucial.
100
Well,
tons?
Crash isn't perfect, but with his amazing abilities and a little bit of mojo,
How do
he
you
saved the whole
beat him?
world many times over.
And after years of this, he even finally learned how to speak.
Now let's go home
Wait,
and eat
you just don't have-
pancakes. Pancakes!
Wait, is that his first word? Was pancakes his first word? Same, bud.
Wait, that's it?
That's all the speaking he gets? They didn't talk about any
Prophecy tells
weaknesses.
of a special purple dragon born every 10 generations, destined to be a hero of his age. This was the legend of Spyro. But when the ancient Dark
Okay.
Master Malefor learned of this, he swore to destroy
Malefor,
Spyro
that sounds
before
evil.
he even hatched.
By the way, there are at
Spawn
least
killing,
3
cool.
different timelines for Spyro, but we're mainly sticking with the Legend of Spyro version because he can do
Okay.
pretty much anything the other ones can, and more. Plus,
Okay,
I think
that's
they're all
fine.
the same as Spyro reincarnated anyway, since that's what the prophecy says. And
What
look,
in-
that's totally Skylands being made at the end of Dawn of the Dragon.
Ahem.
What?
Wild fan theories aside,
4 foot, okay.
Spyro was saved from
Dragon
Malefor's
realm.
wrath by
Dragonflies.
Ignite, a guardian dragon.
Sparks.
He decided to
Said to have
pull a
ADD,
Moses and
okay.
send Spyro's egg floating down a river to
Ginger
who
ale.
knows where. Okay, why do so many stories start with people just throwing babies into rivers?
Yeah,
That's
don't
never
do
a
that.
Good idea.
Don't do
Whiz,
that.
It
Let
worked
Goku.
out fine for Spyro. He was found and adopted by a family of dragonflies. And even without
Why
fellow
did the
dragons
dragonflies think it
around,
was a good idea?
Spyro grew up to be a pretty good fighter. He's strong, tough, and makes good use of his horns, tail, and claws.
But not his wings. Not yet.
Could not
Without
fly
a
during
dragon's
his early
parentage,
years, he could
Spyro
glide.
remained mostly
Yeah, same
grounded
thing.
during his childhood.
But he got pretty good at using his head. Like the fun way, not the brainy stuff. You do not want to be on
So
the other
he
end
literally
of his
just
charge
headbutts
attack.
everything? Oh my
But
god,
one
he just hit him
fateful
flying.
day, everything changed.
Fire
During a
Nation
game
attacked?
of hide and seek with his quote-unquote brother, Sparks, they got into a bit of monkey business and, in desperation, Spyro unexpectedly breathed fire. This was
Oh,
Spyro's
imagine
first
that
hint
just
that
happening.
He was
Not a dragon.
adopted.
Hold up. You mean he
All
thought
this
he
time
was
he
an
didn't know.
actual dragonfly the whole time? I can think of a few other hints, like, I don't know, anytime he saw his reflection.
This revelation prompted
yeah.
Spyro to go on a journey in search of his true home among other dragons. Oh, and Sparks
Which is
tagged
probably
along
this
to
guy.
help find treasure and protect his dragon brother from harm.
Not like
As
he
a
needed
dragonfly.
it. He's the chosen one, bitch.
Yeah.
He's got a bunch of awesome dragon powers.
As a purple dragon, Spyro was not limited to just his fire breath. After finding and
Okay.
rescuing 4 great dragon
Lightning?
guardians,
Lightning's
they
pretty
each
cool.
became his teachers in the arts of elemental combat.
Ignite
Oh.
has taught Spyro how to control fire and focus it into huge blasts.
So he's like
While
the
Taylor
Avatar.
showed him how to use
Spyro's
electric to
Avatar.
stun
Last
enemies
Airbender,
and toss
like-
them through the air.
right?
Cyril taught him to freeze foes solid and fire ice shards. And
There's, like,
Parador
4 different
showed him how
types.
to use earth breath to split rocks and roll up into a ball.
Spyro also honed his physical and chi combat with the martial art of
Chi?
Dragon.
Oh, God.
Oh, and he finally learned how to fly.
About time.
Speaking
Oh, yeah,
of
look
which,
at that.
Spyro learned how to briefly slow
How did
down
he fly?
time to improve his reactions.
Oh,
He gets
damn.
let on time?
But all of this led to Spyro learning the ultimate element. The convexity breath.
Ether.
Convexity.
It's ether.
No,
What?
stupid. Everyone calls it convexity.
Do they?
Okay. Purple dragons
It's
like
not just a
Spyro
kid's
can
game.
use a mysterious energy that is essentially the spiritual life force of the universe. While it's never officially named in canon, lead concept artist Jared Polin has
The
gone
Spyro
on record
guy.
to clarify
Look at that.
its name and properties, and he calls it ether. Eat that, boomstick.
Don't convex me, Wiz.
Why do they call it
True fans
convexity?
know I'm right.
Ether is an extremely powerful element which binds the fates of the living and the dead. With ether, Spyro pulls from the 4 elements to create energy which, according to Polin, has power comparable to
Atom
that of an
Smasher?
atom smasher.
Isn't that the thing that shoots an atom around at light speed for all sorts of sciencey stuff?
Yes.
They're particle accelerators with a moving photon beam containing 362 megajoules of energy.
Yeah, I
That's
said
kind of
that.
a lot.
This beam can slice through a human skull in a nanosecond. Just like what happened to Russian scientist.
Oh, yeah, I
Anatoly
remember hearing
Dvorsky
about that,
when
dude.
he stuck his head in one of them.
He lived
Why
for a
the hell
while.
would he do that? God, being Russian must be hard.
Bugorsky took a beam less than a molecule thick through
That's
the skull,
Iron Man.
which obliterated all matter
When he
in its
created a
path
new
in
element.
an instant. While he survived, half of his face around the microscopic hole in his head swelled, peeled apart, and was permanently paralyzed, while he experienced the blinding light he described as brighter than 1,000 suns.
Hey, Spyro, what was that about?
I don't really
That's
know.
dangerous.
I just felt like I
Made
had
it.
to hit it. And when I did, the power of 1,000 suns surged through my body.
Just imagine if that beam was the size
Sounds
of
like a typical
Spyro's
night out
super
for
brain.
me, yeah.
Oh, wait, you don't need to. We've seen what it's like when he killed the Ape King.
Of course, Spyro's
Ape King?
ether powers have other uses.
Do they just
as
fight
well,
monkeys?
Such as curing his fellow dragon Cinder of Malforce corruption.
Is he shooting ghosts at her? What kind of magic were they smoking
Spyro's
when they
nuts.
Came up with that?
But ether is dependent on a balance
What?
between light and dark. Should a purple dragon fall prey to their own anger and hatred, they risk being consumed by dark ether, or nether, transforming into a blackened, rage-filled form.
Oh,
Spyro's a
Jesus.
really
He's
good
little
guy.
demon Spyro.
Is Dark Spyro? He lets loose. He's stronger, faster, and way more
How
violent.
faster?
Unfortunately, when
How much-
Spyro's consumed
tell
by
me how
dark
much that.
ether, he cannot return to his old self on his own. But with friends
What does
like
he
Sparks
need?
and Cinder at his side, he's
A
always
dragonfly
found his way
brings him back.
Through the power
Dragonfly.
of love. Right, Spyro?
You gotta believe.
Believe
With all
in what?
these
The heart of the
powers in his
cards?
claw tips, Spyro is a
Oh, God, it's a
force to
button
be
mash.
reckoned with. He's pretty quick, outracing biplanes
5
that can
elements.
fly over 159 miles per hour.
He's pushed a gold statue
Okay.
about twice his size, and he's pretty tough, claiming his scales
Uh.
are impenetrable.
So I'm electricity proof too? I knew my
Oh.
scales were impenetrable, but now this?
A bold claim, but let's look at the facts. Spyro once took a
That's-
from
what
the
is that?
massive magma golem, which then lost its arm
Magma
and replaced it
golem?
with a cathedral tower. This cathedral is very
Uh-huh.
similar in size to St. Stephen's Basilica, a Roman Catholic church in Budapest, Hungary. By taking the
How did they
and
go?
depth of the basilica,
How did they just like figure that out?
we can estimate the arms
Oh yeah, that
weigh over
looks like this
400,000 tons.
random place.
Assuming a low-end punching speed of 15 miles per hour, that of the average humans, the golem must have hit with at least 1.9 million tons of force.
And after getting all these powers,
Wow.
saving the dragons and defeating the
Is this a
Dark Master
balanced
himself,
fight?
Spyro tapped into ether one last time.
I mean, Crash seems
Literally
indestructible.
pulled the exploding planet back together. What? How the hell? How?
I'd say
This
a
is supposed to be a
mix of
balanced
power
fight?
of love, magic of friendship, and a smidgen of
The
prophetic.
power of love.
Wiz, I want a pet dragon more than anything.
Oh, look at
It's
the
a
little
sad
dragon
sight,
in the
Sparks.
stars.
Another noble warrior falls victim to the plague of love.
What's going on with your eyes?
Just look away.
Okay, my current record is
All right, the combatants are
38-26.
set. Let's end this
And
debate
I'm going-
once and for all.
But first,
Wow.
let me tell
They're both
you about
very
the
impressive.
mascot of good
Spyro's-
food, Blue Apron.
God. Did they ever reveal how much money they got from Blue Apron? Because good God. Wow. I'm going to have a food reaction channel where I eat an orange and a banana and Nutella and Chipotle for the first time and stuff like that. I'm going with Spyro because I just think he's more indestructible and can deal out more damage, even though... wait, I don't even think Crash is faster, is he?
What are you doing?
Oh, it's Sparks. Is he gonna attack Sparks? Is he gonna... Uh-oh. You chose violence. No, Sparks is gone, my dude. His spark has gone out. I'm sorry, he just... Someone just added me as a friend on Xbox. I have a Minecraft room. If you want to join that, it's totally free to everybody. Jeez. I know Crash also has that power up.
You asked for it.
Yeah, they're both kind of like instructors. Oh yeah, the mask dude. Okay, he comes into this. Aku, whatever his name is. You going for the punch and they hit you with a fire attack like that? That's just not even fair. Why is he running away? Spyro could definitely keep up. Oh yeah, the big mech, which... Just destroy the mech. Which doesn't really offer much protection in his face. He's shooting fruit at a dragon that spits fire.
Wait a sec, was that a fruit?
Yes, it was a fruit. I never went up against one of these machines because there's most fruits I've never even eaten. I would not walk off that cliff. Also, who places a giant robot mech next to a cliff? You know, that's just poor planning. Oh, now he's going earthbending. And he goes off the cliff. Yeah, it's not over there. We haven't seen Spyro turn into anything else.
Where do you keep finding these things?
I don't know. Your answer's as good as mine. Jesus. How fast is he going in that helicopter? Spyro doesn't seem bothered.
Done with this.
Oh, he got mad. Probably should have taken more to get him mad there. Are you good, Crash? He's just gonna crash land. Wait. Oh my god. Imagine thinking he's just gonna land in the water. Oh, so you could teleport him then. Oh, or maybe he couldn't.
Nobody messes with me, pal.
Wait, did they actually teleport? Or no, they're definitely gone. I got it right. That's 3 in a row. Let's get it. 39 and 26 now. Let me know if you agree or disagree. I'd love reading your comments.
His speedy flight let him control the pace of the battle, and his elemental arsenal gave him a much wider variety of attacks than Crash
Literal
had ever seen in a
Avatar:
one-on-one
Last
fight.
Airbender.
Even with his extraordinary puzzle-solving
Crash
skills,
Spyro.
Crash was simply overwhelmed.
Yeah.
But surprisingly, this wasn't nearly as one-sided as it looked on paper.
With the strength
Was
to
it? It
throw
looked
an
really
8-ton
one-sided to me.
boulder, Crash was actually stronger than Spyro.
just make his bicep
and
or his
both of
chest
them had
bounce.
survived impacts worth around 2 million tons of force. How convenient. It's almost like they planned this all along.
To be fair, we did have to lowball Spyro's
Yeah,
durability against
they created these
the Golem's
characters.
punch. However, both of them had shown durability,
When
which
they created
far
them, they're just like,
exceeded
oh yeah,
much
this is
of
gonna be
their
a death
attack
battle one day.
capability.
So
Make 'em
even
fair.
with his gadgets, Crash really didn't have a
He
good way to
shoots
hurt
fruit.
Spyro very much. But the
Fruit.
funny thing is, Spyro didn't have many attacks that could firmly hurt Crash either. They were both just too tough.
Well, until Spyro
Yeah.
used the Ether Breath, which could literally break matter
Aku Aku's
apart
been
at an
defeated or
atomic
powered by
level.
forces far
Not
weaker
even
than
Aku Aku
Spyro's
could
either.
save Crash from a beam that intense.
I
That
guess
beam is
Crash just
insane.
couldn't
That can't
stand
feel
this
good.
one.
The winner is Spyro the Dragon.
Yeah, I didn't hear a pun. Did he say the
Hey
pun
guys,
and I
thanks
missed
for
it?
watching this episode
Probably.
of Death Battle. If you
What's
want
the next
to
one
get
gonna
battle
be?
music for yourself, you can get it.
Let's see what it
Link
is.
below.
And if you guys want to see exclusive commentary on this episode, click
What's
that
the
little
next
box over
death
there,
battle
first
going to be?
membership Trial.
I know I skipped the last one, which was Jotaro, because JoJo. I might react. That's Cloud. Wait. No, that's not Cloud. That's Pit, Sora, and Pit. Do I react to that one? I don't know. I don't know if I react to that one or not. I might ask some people and we'll find out. But if not, then we'll do Leon Kennedy versus Frank West. Frank West looks a lot like Mel Gibson. I haven't played the game, though. I do know Leon Kennedy because I have played through the first three Resident Evil games. Some of them are actually on my channel. I think the Resident Evil 2 and 3, the remakes, are on my channel and playlists, so you can check that out. So, Crash versus Spyro. This was actually a really interesting battle. I learned a lot about both of these characters. They don't have much of a story. This is kind of like a fun game that you just kind of like playing. It keeps you busy and it's fun and enjoyable, it seems like. It's not like it's too in-depth, but you just kind of have fun playing the game. And they do look fun from the characters and the story and just the people in the game. And it makes you smile, makes you laugh. Should be actually a really fun game to play. So I understand why so many people love these games, because I believe a lot of people do love these games, because I was like, what's Spyro? And everybody was like, huh? You don't know what Spyro is? Yeah. I guess these are very, very popular games, but I really hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you agree or disagree with the outcome of this, and I hope to see you next one. I hope you're subscribed. Leave some comments down below, but until the next video, take care and cue the music.
We were playing